Alrighty, welcome back. Did all those little modifications there. Picked up the whatever the thing's mother bought, and I changed my team just a little bit here. Nothing too significant. Okay, anyway, we're gonna now go on the east side of the room, or the Y, the right side here. We're gonna start in order again. Starting with Brock here. Again, they all have 6 Pokemon. And he's going to be using a whole bunch of rock types as usual. So we'll start going through them here. I'm going to still use Feraligator and Ampharos as much as I can here. More than adequate to take out most of these Pokemon. You can see the slight change in my team down there. Traded out my T-Tar for Electivire, and basically it's all just going to be used for an amulet coin, so make sure I get double money for most of these battles. Okay, so Golem was easy, Kabutop's water and rock type. Still easy to take out with a 1 Thunderbolt. Relicanth is another water rock type. Easy enough to take out. And again, I have a new stock of Thunderbolts here, so I can start throwing some of these away here. I've got a Rampardos now, okay. Going for the big attacking Pokemon. I think this thing's just pure rock type. Otherwise, if you have like any decent grass type Pokemon, you know, Energy Ball, Leaf Blade, Giga Drain, you know, those types of grass moves, I think pretty much grass moves will rip through all of Brock's Pokemon, because I think, with the exception of Rampardos, every one of his Pokemon is quad weak to grass. Which is kind of pathetic, but I don't think I'm even going to need to exploit that. I mean, Infinite does have grass coverage here. Alrighty, he still has an Onix. You know, you could have evolved it, although it wouldn't be a rock type anymore, I guess, but still. Keep a crappy Onix here. I mean, this thing is so bad on special defense that HP is gonna take it out instantly. I mean, that's how frail it is. I mean, seriously. And he's got his trusty Almastar here. It itches. Okay. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know what's with the itching. I'm not even going to that. It's kind of wrong. Alright, so this should end this battle. Again, it takes a long time to go through these battles. Watching those energy bars go down, all this dialogue and all this stuff going on that, you know, getting one-hit knockouts on everything, but still takes a while. Alrighty then, next up in line, again, I'm just going to go in order, 1 through 8. Okay, let's see here. I don't remember what she starts out with here. Are you gonna test me? Oh yeah. Bring it on. what does she start out with here? Misty starts out with, oh, starts out with Starmie. I think this thing's got a berry that, cuts dark type moves down, so, boy. That's the only effective move I have here, so... I'm pretty sure this thing has Thunderbolts, so, you know, I'm gonna switch into this thing. Get my double money since I have an Amulet Coin. Picking out a newcomer here, Electivire. Tricked you. Did 0 damage to me. I'll taste my electric attacks. Okay, so she has her Quagsire to kind of to counter electric types. Bring in another newcomer here. Water ground type, but guess what I've got here? Little trusty Grass Knot. This thing is heavy enough that it's gonna do good damage. Given it's a grass type move and it's gonna rip through it. Brings in the Float Zone from wherever. Good old Thunder Punch here. I mean, you know, I think you can cover its weaknesses pretty well. Brings in this type of stuff. Good enough for in-game play here. Okay, so she's got a Melodic here. She's a pretty good water type, actually. For high yield, you actually want physical moves. But, you know, this should be sufficient. Otherwise, I'd be using, like, Thunder Punch and stuff. Get it on its lower stat side here. Yeah, brings in a Lapras here. I think she already had that the first time you saw her. I'm trying to remember what she added. I think she may have added the Float Zone. Gotta love Thunderbolt. Such a good move. Okay, now last up is a Lantern. This is a water and electric type, so not too many weaknesses. One being grass, but I don't know if Grass Knot's gonna be enough. I don't think it's that heavy. But I guess I can bring someone else in to have a little fun. Of course, being part ground type here. Of course, this thing's gonna have Earthquake. No way of surviving this. I mean, I probably could have used Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure that would have taken it out, but yeah, whatever. Give everyone a little piece of the pie in that battle. And there's Mom again, buying more stuff, you know, since she's replenished her inventory of 5 slots here, so she'll probably fill all those up with items by the time this is done. Given how much money I get per battle here, you know, adding Amulet Coin on. Alrighty then, let's see. I'm gonna take on Lieutenant Surge next here. I guess I'll just stuff Infernape in the front, you know. Whatever, I mean, I can spread a little more experience around here. Alright, Infernape's ready for action here. Alright, up against Lieutenant Surge, aka Mr. Street Fighter Guy here. It's Mr. Street Fighter Guy. Alright, starts off with a Raichu, and now I think I looked this one up. I think it does have Grass Knot, so if you want to use like something like Swampert, you might want to take just a wee bit of caution there. Flamethrower is more than sufficient. Electivire can EQ it without any problems. Alright, next up is, what's an Electrode, I think? Oh, the Electivire. Okay, so we're gonna have Electivire versus Electivire here. So I will get the first strike out. That thing is pretty frail on defenses, so this thing should wipe it. Wipe the Electivire out pretty easily. Okay, so now I've ensured myself of getting double money at the end of this battle. 97, alright. 97 here. Oh, now it's gonna bring out his Electrode here. Now what's annoying is a decent number of his Pokemon have static. So, you have a move that makes contact with the enemy paralyzed. So I can't really use like Waterfall, Superpower, can't really use those types of moves, so I'm using distance-based moves. EQ works wonders here because EQ is physical-based, but it makes no physical contact with the enemy. Same with Magnitude. Alright, next up is Manectric. Has its usual array of electric moves. Now I think looked it up, I think it has Overheat for some reason, and Natural Gift that I've really never seen it used in battle. I've used it in contest. If I remember, it's a great move in contest. But in battle, I'm not really sure about it. I think this thing has static as well. We got a little friend called Earthquake here. Again, this makes no physical contact with the enemy. One of those rare physical moves. Now with special attacks, I think all of them are distance-based. Alright, 96, so it's making good progress there. And he has a Pachirisu, so this is kind of weird. What's this big guy doing with a tiny squirrel? Electric squirrel there. They ran out of electric types or something? It has Super Fame though, so I can get kind of annoyed. Let it linger around too much. So I'll let the gonna lob another EQ at it. Now this is a pretty bad gym for Feraligator and Ampharos because they don't really have much to counter electric. I don't have Earthquake on Feraligator, so I'm using a variety of other units here. And this battle should be ending at just a few more moments here. I think I pretty much used all my other secondary units here. Just taking a little piece of the pie here. No tricks here. And there she goes, buying more stuff here. My goodness. Like at the beginning of the game, I don't think she buys that much stuff for you. Maybe you don't have enough money. Now you're getting so much money that pretty much buys items that are convenience here. Alright, next up in line is Erika. Brings in her team of grass types, so probably most of my team can totally counter here. Alright, a little unconventional, but again, I got a move called Ice Punch here. Get some type countering here. Ampharos is like very good here. I think that shifter is like Grass Dark or something. If that's the case, then your Signal Beam will tear that thing apart because quadruple effective, I believe. Alright, next up is a Blossom, and continue throwing the Ice Punches out there. You know, I'm not gonna let some attack like Pedal Dance or Solar Beam takes 2 turns. Giga Drayano. Let those moves hit here. Alright, next up is a Tan Growth. Evolution from Tangela. Well, now it looks like a big blob of vines here. This thing I think has very high physical attack. I think. It's either high attack or high special attack. It's high attack. Pretty good defenses, but I think pretty crappy special defenses. So, you know, HP is a special based move. Signal Beam will probably take it out. Keep Ampharos in, start throwing my HPs away here. So this is HP Ice in case you're wondering. Gives it good countering against ground types. Alright, next up is a Roserade. Let's see here. We'll let Ampharos keep going here. How much HP I think will sweep her whole team here. Could just use my Infinite and totally sweep as well. Dude, I think every one of my Pokemon can rip through, you know, either Ice Punch, HP Ice, Flamethrower, Electivire's Ice Punch, and Togekiss has Air Slash. Alright, so this thing is grass and flying, I believe, so, I mean, I can use just about anything I want here. I mean, Power Gem should be enough. Thunderbolt would probably take it out. HP Ice is gonna run this little balloon over. Alright, so that's another easy battle there, clearing through the next gym leader in line. Alright, whizzing through the gym leaders here. Let's see. Next up on our list is Janine, and yeah, no ninja techniques in here. Tiny room to use anything anyway. You can't play trick mirrors in here. Everyone would be bumping into everything here. At least her, the gym in Fuchsia City had more room for trick walls and stuff. Okay, so she's brought on a whole crew of poison types here. Starting out with a Crobat, which I think has like Confuse Ray and stuff, so it could be annoying. Of course, I get the first jump with a good old Ice Punch, which will knock it out. Okay, Wheezing, you actually want to attack it on special attacks here. And basically, Togekiss would be able to rip through this. Her whole team here. Little extra sensory here. This Wheezing, I think, has pretty good physical defense, but I think pretty crappy special defense. Let's see, Toxicroak. This is fighting and poison, so psychic types are gonna wreak havoc on this thing. Now, I think it can learn like Sucker Punch, but I guess something like Togekiss or anything that's not psychic does normal damage. Okay, so she brought on like a Drapion, which is a poison dark type, so it's kind of hard to match. Only got one real weakness here, and this is a good time to get Electivire in to get my double money. This thing's got Earthquake anyway. Give some of my lower level units some more experience here. I mean, not this is very difficult at all. And since this thing is part bug, Power Gem is going to work well against it. It's actually the same thing with the Ariados, because I think it's still poison bug. Now we're just tearing through these gym leaders really quickly here, I mean, seriously. Again, I'll put the whole comments description on how to find these gym leaders and get the rematches. Because it's not really obvious. Okay, now she goes buying more stuff. What is that, the third time already? It's at least the second. It might be the third time. Alright, as we're cleaning out this place here, let's see. Time to take on our next victim here. Comes Sabrina with her psychic types here. Now, I did take out T-Tar, but I still have at least one unit that can cover psychics here. Crunch is gonna pretty much own this whole team here. Anything like Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, Shadow Claw, any other Ghost, Dark moves, even Bug types work, so Signal Beam would be worth a try here. Okay, this Mr. Mime, I want to take a guess that has Reflect, and I really do not want it to set that up, so... Crunch the competition here, so... Again, not like this is very difficult. If your levels are on the lower side, then, you know, maybe a little bit of a challenge, but... Alright, critical hit. Not that I really needed it, but, you know, always good to put some insult on injury there. So she's got a Jinx next, and technically I could have just Feraligator sweep everything. But I'm gonna go get my double money first, so... I mean, I don't think it really matters too much. Thunder Punch should be more than sufficient. Alright. Regular hit there. Well, now this thing, oh boy, Wobbuffet can be really annoying. It's basically a countering machine. And, you know, I don't have any Pokemon with, like, Taunt or anything. Taunt, I think, would rip a Wobbuffet apart, because you're gonna, I think you'll just make it you struggle while you totally set up. Okay, well, you know, now that I know that this thing doesn't have any moves to attack me with, not sure if Crunch will knock it out. I'm wondering if it has Destiny Bond. I'm kind of curious about that. You know what, I'm just going to use X attack here. Sure, I will get the knockout here. Haha, nothing to counter. It's going to take it out now. Now it's 80, now it's 120 power. Last up is our Gallade, a fighting and psychic type. You really want to attack this on physicals. It has much better special defense, so if you want the high results, you know, Wing Attack, Brave Bird, Shadow Claw actually is pretty good. Basically physical-based moves. And she's just bought more stuff. My goodness, look at that. And you're just seeing the clock here, and what was it, like 5 minutes ago she bought something? Alrighty, let's see, next up is going to be Blaine. And again, I haven't really had to use my secondary team that much. I've used it a little bit, but doing just fine with Ampharos and Feraligator here. Another group of 6 Pokemon to go through here. Again, their level, it's not like their levels are really that much higher. than when you first fight them. I think their levels are that much higher. They just have more Pokemon. So if you want to, for a good yield here, water, ground, rock, probably get good yield with those types. No, Torkoal, you really want to hit it on specials. I think it has very high physical defense, but pretty bad special defense, so Power Jet gets the easy KO there. Now, I think this camera up is dual type. I think it's fire and... I don't remember if it's fire rock, fire ground. I don't remember if it was, but if it has dual typing, it's probably majorly weak to water here. It's got a Magnet Mortar. This thing's got a... was it Flame Body or whatever it is? Can't let Feraligator risk getting burned because it's all physical based. That was a good chance to get my double money here, so... Since Earthquake kind of goes right around the Flame Body here. Okay, levels, what was that, 62? Hard to see on the small screen, but... I guess they're getting a little bit higher. Throwing in on my waterfalls here. Feraligator, enjoy this feast here. Again, even Ampharos can do well, because Power Jet probably works against most of the Pokemon here as well. Okay, Macargo, I believe, is Fire Rock. And I believe its ability can cause burn. Is this his last? No, he still has 2. Okay, well, whatever. Unfortunately, I think Waterfall is makes physical contact, so... Right. Okay, last up is a Houndoom, and I got any number of means to counter this thing. Just pick away here and let Feraligator take it. Cave Gym, that's kind of weird. At least he's remade his gym a little bit better in the remakes. Just imagine the old GSC games, it's like his whole gym is like a little cave. Really. At least this one looks a little bit more like a gym. I think every one of my Pokemon can type match that Houndoom. Ampharos has Power Gem. I got Waterfall, EQ, Close Combat, and an Aura Sphere, so I mean, I totally counter that thing. And so Blaine leaves, going back to his little tiny gym, and oh my goodness. See, 3:45, didn't she just call like 5 minutes ago? Alright, last up on the list here is, this is Blue. Coming to lose, now I'm not coming to lose to you. I'm gonna kick your butt here. But you only want to take some caution because, you know, as the other Pokemon, like maybe 55 to 60, his aren't exactly that low in level. So it's with a 67 Executor. And he's got a whole variety of different types, so I'm gonna have to kind of match him step for step here. Thank goodness I have something called Signal Beam here. Bug types basically rip this thing apart. Again, it takes a very long time for those energy bars to go down here. Okay, next up is a Rhyperior, and I think this thing does have Solid Rock, which decreases super effective moves. So it makes it kind of risky to try Waterfall because I'm going off of its physicals. Bring in Infernape here. Because this thing is really, really heavy here, so let's just say Grass Knot is probably going to be just about max power here. And so I'm going to go right off of its specials. And there's really no way it's going to survive that. Not when I'm attacking it on special defense. A lot of experience there. Okay, so he's gonna send out, I think this is his highest level Pokemon, is Pidgeon. Could send him my Electivire. I'll just go Togekiss for now. 72, wow, we're really getting up on those levels now. Let's see. No, let's see how much extra sensory does. Let's see if I can get some flinch hacks going here. I don't think it's gonna do that much damage, but we'll see. I didn't really, wow, just over half. Not really that much. Wish I had HP Ice, that would be a nice thing to have right now. It's gonna try to double team up, but no, you're facing the pretty much the one Pokemon that this is not going to do jack squat for. So time to start busting out the anti-evasion moves. Oh, I got returned. Didn't do that much damage anyway. With a stabbed return. Alrighty. Try to heal up and delay the inevitable here. As I mentioned before, I've got a bunch of anti-evasion moves here, so double team all you want. Togekiss just laughs in the face of double teams. Okay, so he's actually got a T-Tar as well. This thing I think has pretty broad coverage. Probably has a rock-based move, Dark. I think it has Fire Fang. Probably EQ as well or something. So in this case, let's just toss out our fighting moves here. Arceus gonna tear this thing apart. Could use Superpower, could use a close combat. Alright, well, I got an annoying Sandstorm here, so... Okay, is this the last Pokemon, or next one up? Now this Machamp has no guard, so, which means I am not afraid to use Air Slash anymore. Since it will not miss, and this thing is deadly now, because not only is it 100% accurate, it's stabbed. Just not much chance that thing's gonna survive. Alrighty, I think this is his last Pokemon, it's Arcanine here. Gotta get that double money, I should have put this in for Pidgeon. Well, we'll put fire in so I can get my double money here. I'm prepared. Dude, I'm not even trying to beat you up yet. Alright, pick up some more free experience, but better yet, I get tons of money here. Alright, 23,000 bucks, alright. Got some good cash there. And that is it. We have now beaten all 16 gym leaders once again. And you can just call them for more rematches, and whatever you want. But that's just a quick, long video on how to... Well, not how, but just me beating up all the gym leaders again. Alright, I'll see you guys later in the next parts.